Hi, everybody. My name is Matt Scudera. I'm with the Credit Research Foundation. Thank you for joining today's micro-learning session with NCS. We are proud to have NCS as a platinum partner, and we are extremely appreciative of Jerry Bailey, who's going to be talking with us today on priority of creditors' claims. Jerry, I'm going to pass the baton to you. Great subject, and we look forward to the knowledge share.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for sitting in on our podcast, our micro-learning session. Matt and I have been talking about some of the things that we see happening in the economy. It's an uncertain economy at best. I think we all have our concerns. I think we all recognize that there's going to be some failures. There's going to be some bankruptcies. And the priority of our claims as creditors is going to become increasingly important. When a business fails and we have to dismantle it or bankruptcy is put in play, how are the claims paid out? And how can we make sure we are as high on that claims priority ladder as possible? Really, it's all about priorities for me. And there's two priorities really that we want to focus on. One, the priority of how our creditor or our debtors pay their creditors. And historically, creditors have typically paid their secured creditors ahead of the unsecureds. So that's in our favor to be secured. And then the second priority is what happens when there are failures or bankruptcies? How are the claims retired? How does the bankruptcy court establish the pecking order? This is a big thing. So when we do look at this, there's, the priority ladder starts at the top with secured creditors. They are on that first rung. And that first rung is so important. We're going to trump all of the other creditors' claims. And, now if the federal government has a tax lien, we're not going to step in front of that. But as far as creditors' claims, the secured creditors are at the top of that list. And then down the ladder you go, the second rung is the administrative priority claims, which includes the trustee, the attorneys that administrate the bankruptcy, critical vendors, employee wage claims, things like that are in that administrative priority claim. Second, we're ahead of them in our priority position as a secured creditor. And then below that is the general unsecured claims. That's where we've been when we got our 20 cents on the dollar. We split up pro rata with all of the other general unsecureds after all of the secured creditors were paid in full. Now, there's two ways we might do a UCC filing, and there's two different priorities with those UCC filings. The first is called a blanket or a basic UCC filing, and the priority is first in time, first and right. It's all based on the date of our filing. Whoever files first gets paid first, whoever files second gets paid second, and so on and so forth. So the priority of blankets, first in time, first and right, it's a pretty simple priority. The second type of filing we might do is a purchase money security interest, and that allows us to take number one priority in our specific goods with the opportunity to repossess them. Now, the way we establish that priority is if we're selling inventory, which means our customer is reselling the goods to other customers, then it's defined as inventory, and we have to do a search of all of the other secured parties and notify them. And we then move in front of them. Now, if we're selling equipment, that means our customer is using our goods in the course of their business. And the way we establish priority with equipment is we have to do our UCC filing within 20 days of our customer's receipt of that equipment. Now, the other way we think about priority also is in consignment situations. We're selling goods to our customer, but we're going to retain title, and we're not going to transact the sale until our customer sells them to their customers. Unfortunately, Article 9 views those as secret liens. We retain title to the consigned goods, but nobody else knows that because there's no financing statement that's been filed to make a public record of that consignment arrangement. So Article 9 has been very strict, and they've come back and said, look, if you're selling on consignment, you have to get a consignment agreement signed, you have to file a financing statement, and you must search and notify any of the other creditors, just like we do with our purchase money security interest. So we're selling on consignment, even though our agreement says we retain title. If a bank has filed a UCC in front of us, they're going to have priority in our consigned goods. We must file our UCC to establish priority. So as we proceed through this economy in the upcoming year or so, we know there's going to be some more BKs, there's going to be some more failures. priority of our claims is going to be extremely important for us and for our companies. If you have any additional information, or any questions, please feel free to contact Matt or myself. There's my information on the screen.
Jerry, thank you so much. Much appreciated. What a great micro learning session this is, and how important this is going to be going forward as we continue to watch the economy and its trials and tribulations. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Jerry. Contact information in front of you, or reach out to CRF. We'd be more than happy to help you and transfer your questions over to Jerry. Hope you have a great day. Thanks so much.